Hi, how's everybody doing? Good. Y'all got your phones out? Yes. Okay, great. How many of you have seen me talk before? Okay. Y'all know what's coming next then, right? Okay. Flash mob. Okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take out your cell phones. You know what I look like? That's how you spell my name. The first person to send me a text message with one fact about me wins. You don't have any, we have to work together. Somebody's got service in here. Try it. See how quickly you can find my phone number. Let me just turn, and then you gotta text me. I got 3 bars. You gotta find it. You've gotta find my phone number. You gotta send me a text message with one fact that you find out about me on the internet. Now you gotta find out about it. Okay, last year somebody did it in 30 seconds. Oh. Ha. All right, well I got a text message, but I still need a piece of information about me. Whoever's... okay, first one that I'm gonna give it to, who found out that I'm an award-winning filmmaker, who is 2708, you win, come on down. You are a Googling master, which means you get this handy dandy, because you are an ultimate geek girl, GeekGirl t-shirt. There you are. All right, and then we have to get a selfie later, so just be ready for it. Prepare yourself. Okay, what else did you guys find out about me? I'm an alchemist. Who found that one? That was good.
Started Good Natured Dog Production.
I did. I started Good Natured Dog Productions. What else did you find out?
You're a producer and production designer.
Yes, producer and production designer. I do many things.
Making films for over 10 years.
I've been making films for over 10 years. What else did you find out about me? I'm what? No, that's valid. What'd you say? No, there's no shy in this room. I'm the one standing on the stage. What did you say? I'm wearing a pink shirt, but I'll give it to you. I'm a what? I'm a selfie queen. That's right. Love me some selfies. What else? Oh, I've got tattoos, yeah.
You were raised the Good Natured Dog Production.
Yes.
You won the 48-hour film project in 2013.
Yes, I did.
And 2014.
So you can find out a lot of information about me, and you got to me pretty quickly, because my personal brand is I am a film person, I'm a media person, and I want you to find me as fast as humanly possible. So who's ready for me to Google your names? Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I will spare you. You all go home and Google yourselves later. So some things you might have found out about me. I'm the co-founder of Good Natured Dog Productions. We breed media, not dogs. I work at the NPR station on the Cape and Islands. So I work and spend my time on Cape Cod as well as in Boston. And I'm the president of Women in Film and Video of New England. So if anybody's into media studies, you gotta talk to me later. All right. Let's talk about social media. How many of you are on social media? Every hand in the room should go up. Yay! Excellent. Are you proud of your social media presence? Yeah? Okay. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about social media, what that has done to your digital footprint, and what that means for your personal brand. All right? So what is your personal brand? Your personal brand is how you see yourself and how others see you, or how you're trying to get others to see you. Does that make sense? A little bit. So how would you describe your personal brand right now? Does anybody have like a really good, distinct idea what their personal brand is?
K-pop maniac.
Say it one more time for me.
K-pop maniac.
K-pop maniac. So I know if I want to hear some sweet tunes from Korea, I'm coming to you. All right. K-pop maniac. What about any other things that you think are part of your personal brand? Maybe it's the way you dress. Maybe it's something about what you do, your activities all the time. Anybody else feel really strongly? We got K-pop down here. I love it. I can't keep up with it, glad somebody is. So let's talk about what your personal brand is. We'll go over some of these things. Personal branding, the process of developing your mark. What is your thing of the world? Now, if you Google my name, Alecia Jean Orsini Labita, or even Alecia Orsini, I know that the first 15 pages are me. I have a very distinct personal brand because my name is unique. Anybody have a problem with their name being not so unique? Yeah? What's your name? Lily Fitzgerald. Do you have a middle initial? R. R.
Lily R. Fitzgerald. What do you want to do?
Let's see. Lily R. Fitzgerald. That could be so many things. Publisher, Lily R. Fitzgerald. But you gotta start thinking about, okay, when you Google your name, do other people come up as, okay, so now you've got to start working against how to define yourself versus other people out there in the digital world that are, they have your name, but nobody quite has it like you, right? There are some other things there too, but we're going to breeze through some of this. Your personal brand is strengthened or weakened by your connection to other brands. Now we've got the 3 C's up here: company, college, and colleagues. You guys are just getting, how many of you have applied to college? Anybody in yet? No? Thinking about it? What year are you guys? Junior. Okay. Sophomore, junior. Okay, so you're going to start thinking about that. But even what you're doing today and your high school is part of your brand. How many of you are on a sports team or theater group or singing or yearbook or NHS? Yeah, okay, you're part of all these groups. That's part of your brand. That's part of what defines you and what people think about you, right? So how can you leverage those things that you're a part of to really define you? And as you're starting to apply for colleges, it's going to come clear as you start putting together who you are. Most importantly, remember that a strong personal brand should be ubiquitous and ever evolving. Guess what that means? You're allowed to change. You don't have to be stuck with what you are right now. Do you think any of this is what I was in high school? Maybe about 5%. Okay. How do you come across online? Do you share absolutely everything about your real life in your online life? No. Good. Because you shouldn't. We'll talk more about that. Do you have your social media profiles, and how are they filled out? Are they showing the best you possible? Have you made them, ambassadors of your brand? How many of you have, we'll go through the list of them. All right, who's got the Instagram? Okay, who's got Facebook? Okay, who's got LinkedIn? Aha! Aha! Hey. All of you, as you're starting to apply for college, get on LinkedIn. That's going to be your first good foot forward. Get on LinkedIn. That's your professional facing profile. For those of you that aren't on Facebook, start with your LinkedIn and then have your Facebook mirror that. And you all know that Facebook now owns Instagram, right? Okay, Facebook owns Instagram. So everything you do on Instagram, and we'll talk a little math here. There's an algorithm that dictates what you see and how you see it, and everything you post on Instagram, what you write, how you write it, the tags that you put on there, is not just feeding Instagram. What else is it feeding? Facebook. It's feeding Facebook. And then from Facebook feeding Google, and then when that Google search happens, all that's coming up. Okay. Some other things to think about. How many of you have your own website? Yes. You have your own website?
But it's not for me personally, it's for a thing I did.
Okay, well that's good though. That's a start. There is nothing quite as powerful as having your own website. I wonder how many people have lilyfitzgerald.com. I wonder if anybody's got lilyrfitzgerald.com. A great way to capture your digital footprint online is to go ahead and buy that website. It's so cheap. It's less than a cup of coffee. I mean, over a year. You should definitely think about doing that, especially if you've got something that you want to do and say. That's bookmarking your spot on the internet. And then Googling yourself all the time. Because if a college is Googling you or an employer is Googling you, you're going to want to know what they're going to find out, right? Right. Okay. Let's talk about having that clean digital footprint. So what is it really, when I say digital footprint, what does that really mean? You know Hansel and Gretel? They got breadcrumbs. That's how they got back and forth. Yeah. So your digital footprint is absolutely anything you do on the internet. Does anybody shop on Etsy or Amazon? Yeah? Okay. Then all of that is part of your digital footprint. Anytime you do a search, anything on the internet is part of your digital footprint. So what are you doing to protect yourself about that digital footprint? I know I don't have a ton of time. How much? You have 7 minutes? 7. Huh. Okay. Let's talk about parents really quick. Creating a close technical bond with your parents. How many of your parents are on Facebook? Do something about it. Get on Facebook, friend them, put them on a list. If your parents are there, everything that your parents do and they tag you, our parents are more savvy than they have ever been on the internet. And guess what? It is our job to make sure that they are also good stewards of your social media footprint, because everything that they do follows you. Some other things on there, we'll skip through the more important ones and we'll look at this one. Nothing online is private. If you don't want it to be seen or heard by anybody, don't put it on the internet. It's probably even good not to text it. Because the www does not actually stand for World Wide Web, it stands for Wild Wild West. There are not good regulations around your privacy on the internet. You need to take control of those things. Because you probably know this, there are not great people out there in the world. There are not great people out there in your neighborhood. And the difference between when I grew up and your parents grew up and you growing up now is that the weird people, the not so good people that I could see coming down my street are now, they have a lot more anonymous, a place to hide behind on the internet. And they can do all these things. And it's easier for them and faster for them. Let's talk a little bit about believing what you see. How many of you have posted stuff on the internet and then some friend of yours is like, oh, let me take that picture and turn it into something else? If you even think that maybe you don't want somebody seeing an image or doing something with it, because, you know, let's talk about photoshopping and touching up. This one's one of my favorite. Do not believe what you see. And also think about what the possibilities are that people can do to images that you post on Facebook. And yeah, this is meant to scare you a little bit. Is it likely to happen to you? Probably not. But it can. Especially Kanye. Kanye can happen at any time. All right, if it's private, don't put it on Facebook. Don't put it anywhere, because nothing online is really private, so you really shouldn't put it there. How many of you have one of these apps on your phone? Oh, maybe you don't want to raise your hand. Listen, it's okay to have one of these apps on your phone. But know that there are predators out there that use these apps against you, and that you should know to use them wisely. How do you save a Snapchat? You screenshot it. And then you bring it into Photoshop and you add a third boob with Kanye. Okay? A lot of these apps are perfectly benign, but with great power comes great responsibility, and sometimes people abuse it. This poor girl on Kik, she felt really bullied in school, and she reached out to somebody on Kik who made her feel really good. And her mom had no idea that her daughter was there. And this guy convinced her to go and see her, and he killed her. Okay, now if you wouldn't meet a stranger that pulled up in front of you with a white van, would you do it online? Because you know what? You all are very young and beautiful, intelligent women, and you are targets. And if you're using those apps, if there's something that you wouldn't do in this room or on the street, don't even think about doing it online, because unfortunately those predators are out there. Quick social media checklist. Talk openly and often about online safety. Because, yeah, people will find a good thing on the internet and they'll find a way to abuse it. Limit screen time. This is what your parents are going to want you to do. You might want to limit their screen time. Use established clear ground rules and safety procedures. You know, I have all of my dad's college friends really like tagging me in stuff that my dad did way back when, and that doesn't make my social media profile look very good, and that follows you around. Have these conversations with your parents and stay up to date. Think about what you post before you post it. Again, if you wouldn't do it in this room in front of all your friends or on the street, would you do it online? Google thyself often. All right, here's a quick Google search that I did a couple years ago. And everything on there I pretty much recognized. And then here's another one. That one, I knew everything on there except for that girl up there in the blue. She happens to have my first name, and somebody on her website with my last name commented about her architecture. So, but she is part of my social media footprint just because those two things came together. So I did a Google search this morning and she didn't show up on my page because I had taken time to say, oh, that's not me, this is me. Everything you see there is either something I've done, a movie, a report, a photo. Check out the selfies. Okay, let's talk about YouTube real quick. How many of you have YouTube? All right, how many of you have Gmail? You also have YouTube. You didn't know that, did you? All of those things, YouTube, Google+, Gmail, they're all connected. In this video that I did years ago, I didn't actually add any metadata. I said in the video, we're going to talk about sore boobs. And look what's down on the right. Pictures of boobs. They took this video and they said, oh, she said the word boobs. I didn't type it anywhere, I just said it. So the algorithms of Google decided that, oh, the next thing she's gonna talk about is boobs. We should put other boob pictures up there. And that was not what I was talking about. So it took me a little while to change that. All right. I love selfies. There are two selfies I don't like. First one is the car selfie. Second one is the bathroom selfie. There are exceptions to these rules. If this is the bathroom selfie you're taking, I'm totally okay with it. Let's talk about college real quick. All right. Is it likely that a college is going to look up your social media profile? It totally depends on how busy they are. But you know what? College is getting harder and harder to get into. And there's more competition. Do you really want it to be between you and one other person, and there's one stupid photo of you on Facebook that's going to make the decision between you and someone else? Because they look. I look. I hire about 200 people every year to do film and television work, and you bet your butt I check their Facebook pages out first, so if there's something stupid happening on their page, they're a no hire for me, because they are representing me. And when colleges are doing that, they're looking for someone that's going to represent them. Okay, we'll skip over some of the scary stuff. But there's something I want to invite you all to, because I am the president of Women in Film and Video. I want to invite you for a free photo shoot. We're doing something on June 10th, which is a no makeup photo series. So this is a free headshot. This is going to be great for your LinkedIn profile that you all need before you apply for colleges, right? So if you want to come and join me on June 10th, you can do that. Otherwise, here are some things to remember, and I know this was a super, super fast presentation, but think before you post. Remember that you are a brand. What do you think about yourself, and what do you want other people to think about you? WW. Stands for Wild Wild West. And biggest, most important thing, you saw how easy it was to find me today, right? Google the name, get the phone number. If you can't find me on Google, it's broken. Just call IT. Reach out to me because I'm here as your resource. If you think you want to clean something up about your profile, or you have a question about social media or your personal brand, you want to run something by me, that is why I'm here. That's part of my brand. Okay, ladies, do you have any questions? I threw a lot at you in a real fast amount of time after you've eaten food, and I applaud you for all being awake right now. So the last thing we have to do is take a selfie together. So here we go. Ready? Okay, say cheese. Okay, wait, and then I gotta get everybody over here. Say cheese. Okay, ladies, thank you so much.